Race Series in Beaver Creek kind of a couple weeks ago, and now they're still doing the Helly Hanton Town Race Series over in Vail. So all of the proceeds from this series go to support the local kids and the local athletes at Ski and Snowboard Club Vail. It's really, really fun, only because you're running that actual race course right there. So there's only 2 more left in the season, this Thursday and next Thursday, the 21st and the 28th. You need to make sure that you get out there and enjoy it. They're going to be doing giant slalom down that main arena course, like I just said. So it is going to be a really, really fun activity. And then at the end of it, there's going to be a great après party right there at Pazzo's in Vail. So kind of one of those events that you can't miss.
No, you don't want to miss that. Anything with après in it, you don't want to miss the
well,
spring.
And snowboarders can participate in this one. So if you're feeling bold, you should get out there.
I'm down. I get some carve action on. I'll borrow one of Sassy's carve boards. All right, and then speaking of après, spring back to Vail. The end of year closing event in Vail happens April 12th through the 14th. They've got Xavier Rudd and Steel Pulse as the headliners on Friday night with a free concert in Ford Park. Government Mule is the free concert in Ford Park on Saturday night, and then Sunday, it's the moment we've been waiting for all season long, the World Pond Skimming Championships. Have you been to one of these, Maddie? I have been to one of these. Yesterday I used the words to describe it as if you were skipping stones on a lake, but people are doing it with their bodies. Yeah, people skipping. Because they put that like jump before the pond. It's ridiculous. And everybody, like, if you thought the costumes for Pink Veil were crazy, this one's even wilder.
I mean, people get pretty into it, so it is a fun event. You can't miss that one either.
Yeah, it's a good time. And second to last weekend in Vail is when that is. And we got a great Good Morning Vail in store for you. We're going to have Dan Smith from Vail Mountain Rescue, Claire Noble from Vail Symposium, and take a look at a beautiful property. But first, a look at the weather.
Hi, I'm Joel Gratz, meteorologist and founder of OpenSnow.com, a weather forecasting site here in the Vail Valley, and you're watching TV8 Vail.
Do something great for you at Simply Massage. Get any 60-minute session for $89. Buy 5 sessions and get 1 free. With 4 mountain locations, relaxation is just a step away.
Imagine giving your kid a healthy smile. Imagine helping their teeth become 4 times stronger while preventing cavities up to 40%. Act Kids Fluoride Rinse. Flavor so delicious, your kids will love to swish. Stop imagining. Start acting.
Joining us now in Gandhi 1, I've got Connie, and she is one of the owners of Vail Property Brokerage, Eagle County's oldest buyer broker company. Tell us all about it. What is it that you do?
Well, we are vacation home investment advisors that specialize in buyer representation.
Okay.
And our goal is to help our clients find properties that not only fit their lifestyle, but also make financial sense. And given the prices of real estate here in the Vail Valley, that's not always an easy thing to do. It's trickier than you think.
Easier said than done. You call yourselves the Wealth Intelligence Team. What does that mean?
Well, both Greg and I have degrees in real estate finance and urban economics, which means that we are data-driven and analysis-focused. So vacation homes really make no financial sense unless they're an investment, and that's how we help clients understand that.
Connie, thanks for your time. Go to vailpropertybrokerage.com for more information.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Sun and Ski, your new mountain sports headquarters.
This is a live shot of Gondola 1 over in Vail first thing this morning, and you can see that we are expecting that sunrise to happen here pretty soon, and then it's going to illuminate that Gore Range. Everything is going to be nice and beautiful first thing this morning. We are expecting to see that sunshine around 8 a.m. Those temperatures a little bit cooler, but as today continues, they will progressively warm up. 30 degrees around noon, and that's when we're going to see that chance of precipitation kind of roll in, maybe some high cloud coverage later today. By 4 p.m., that 15% chance will still be here. Those temperatures will be a little bit warmer. And then later this evening, those temperatures will start to cool down. A little more cloud coverage as we approach this evening. But if you are traveling along that I-70 corridor today, the temperatures down in Denver are going to be nice and warm compared to up here. They are expecting to see a little more sunshine or maybe a little more cloud coverage. 51 down in Denver, 37 in Vail, 42 in Avon, 50 in Eagle. So both out to the east and to the west of us, those temperatures are going to be nice and warm. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, you can see we have 2 more days of sunshine ahead of us, 1 day of cloud coverage, and then some nice snowfall into the weekend, and those temperatures are going to be cool enough for it to actually be snowfall. So do your snow dance, wash your car, whatever you can do to really bring in that last a little bit of powder before we really start to get into spring. We want to thank Sun and Ski for bringing you this weather report this morning. Coming up next, we're going to check in with Eric and Ashley on the conditions on Vail and Beaver Creek Mountain.
This resort report is brought to you by Inspirato. Experience the world's most exclusive vacation homes.
Well, if you enjoyed yesterday's Sunshine and Groomers, like Maddie was saying, we got more of that in store for you today. It's going to be a beautiful day out on Vail. Watch the snow consistency early morning, as the sun may have melted through some top layers and potentially frozen overnight. So unless you're on groomed terrain, might be a little bit hard packed. No fresh snow last night. However, Vail has gotten 305 inches over the course of this season. They're at an 86-inch mid-mountain depth, and we're still running 100% of lifts and 100% of trails on Vail. Like I was saying, maybe in the morning you're going to want to start yourself off on some groomers, let the sun warm up those moguls and warm up the trees if you want to head out there. This is a shot from Two Elk, kind of looking back towards Blue Sky Basin. That's probably going to be good starting around noontime, I would say. This is a good place to start your day. This is the top of Chair 4, 5, and 11. And from here, you can head to the right and go down Ramshorn. That's a wonderful groomer to start your day. That's actually looking at Mid-Vail over at Chairs 3 and 4. So you could take that chair to the left up to the camera we were previously looking at and then hit Ramshorn. Kind of circle your way down to Chair 4 to start the day. It's going to be a beautiful day in Vail. Ashley, is it going to be a beautiful day in Beaver Creek too? I'm not sure.
Oh, it's definitely beautiful. Eric, look at this sunrise that we're starting to see over the Gore Range. Some nice pinks and purples. And it's pretty warm out here right now. 16 degrees at the base as I'm making my way up the mountain. And just like Vail, Beaver Creek is 100% open. Season to date, 290 inches so far this season with a 75-inch mid-mountain snow depth. And again, 100% open, so that means that you're going to find all 150 trails to get out and explore, and then also all of the lifts are operating today. So it's really going to be just a great time to get on out, to take some turns, and to enjoy this nice, warm, partly cloudy weather that we're expecting for the morning. And of course, don't forget that, you know, we have Beaver Creek Presents Extraordinaire, which means that once you get off the mountain, there's some really exciting activities taking place in the base area every afternoon. And then we also have, you know, just some beautiful places where you can take some pictures with your friends and family, like Patrol Headquarters. You just saw that shot, but man, what a spectacular sunrise so far this Monday morning. Coming up, we have an interview with Vail Mountain Rescue. We're going to find out how to stay safe in the backcountry.
The most discerning travelers trust Inspirato with their vacations. And the savviest property owners trust Inspirato with their homes. When you own a beautiful property, it should be cared for by professionals and maintained by a team committed to turning an idle residence into a lucrative investment. Because the most stunning vacation homes aren't just rented, they're a carefully crafted experience. Managed, staffed, and unlocked by Inspirato.
So recently, my son's band was signed by a record label.
A record deal? Unbelievable. Whenever we're about to get on a stage for a huge audience, I always give my dad like a FaceTime kind of moment.
You see the crowd, you see the emotion.
You know, he has that experience for the first time with me, and it's really important to me.
I created a rock star.
There for you when it matters most. Get iPhone XR on us when you buy the latest iPhone, and Apple Music on us with Unlimited. Only on Verizon.
Here at PSI, we've been serving the Valley's plumbing, heating, and drain cleaning needs for over 18 years. We are expert technicians with the knowledge and training to provide prompt and professional maintenance and repair. Our fleet of vehicles are equipped with the most advanced technology and tools available today. PSI is committed to providing the best possible service and guarantee our work. Call us anytime, day or night. PSI is here for you 24/7, 365. We look forward to hearing from you.
Avalanche danger is still moderately high right now with that freeze, thaw, and we are expecting to see some snowfall later into this week. We've got Dan Smith from Vail Mountain Rescue to give us some more information. Dan, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
As usual, it's always a fun day. Yeah. Had an interesting week, had three missions, one snowmobiler, one HUD injury, and one strange group of people who were wandering around Yeoman Park and didn't quite know how to get out. That one was interesting. But you know, we talk about the big missions and the bad missions and the people get hurt and so forth. And then we have this relatively constant mission load of people that just wander up the wrong trail, or in this case, a woman skiing into one of the easier huts, Shrine Hut, and does her ankle on the way in.
Oh no!
And she's going in on Friday, and they're not supposed to come out till today. And they make the number one mistake you get when you have an ankle injury: you take the boot off. Ankle gets about twice that size. You couldn't get the boot back on if you wanted to, and if you wanted to, you're not going to ski on it.
No.
So these are perfectly nice people, and she wanted to stay in at the hut for a longer period of time, and we weren't available to pull her out. We had to pull her out yesterday. That was fine. We do a lot of those. And they're actually quite nice. I mean, you get very tired of the ones where someone's made really terminal mistakes, and you're just trying to clean up afterwards. The people that are injured in the sport we all enjoy, because we all get injured at various points in time, and we can help them. You really enjoy doing that. So we had a good time yesterday. 3 folk went in after our own snow machine. So missions like that are a lot of fun. The other kind. When people are in serious trouble, we're here for that. But I won't say you don't enjoy it. Obviously, it's a challenge, and there is a nice feeling when you get somebody out that was really in deep trouble. But they can get old after a while, real bad. I think a lot of people are sort of ready for the end of winter. We're ready. We're already starting to train for Swiftwater. We'll talk about that in the next segment a little bit, because Swiftwater, like avalanche, is one of the things that is very time sensitive. You're not going to survive in the water very long.
No, especially the cold runoff.
Oh yeah. After about 3 or 4 minutes, your hand doesn't close with any grip to grab a rope. And getting you out gets quite technical on some occasions, and getting boats out is even more technical. Then we move on into the hiking season, which is coming up, and this is. We do everything from, let's see, we had a couple that was chased off a trail by a bear. Well, no, all the bear was trying to do was get from point A to point B. You were in the middle. And they ran into the deep woods and had no idea where they were. Fortunately, their cell phone had an idea where they were, so we were able to get them out. So you get into this mess of things that are very interesting from time to time.
Yeah.
And we help a lot of people. We touch about 250 people a year in about 147 missions last year. Right now at 45 missions, we're about 10 ahead of where we should be, where we have been in the past. I don't know where we should be. We'll figure that one out later, but of where we have been in the past. So it's shaping up to be another good year.
A busy year.
Very busy.
We are out of time for this one, but we do have another spot coming up right after this, so make sure that you stay tuned, because we're just going to take a look at that full weather forecast, see what snow is in our future and what kind of avalanche danger we have ahead of us, and then we're going to talk about some Swiftwater when we come back.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Boost Oxygen. Don't let altitude ruin your Rocky Mountain experience. Help is here.
That's a shot looking up at Vail from the covered bridge there, right by the parking center, transportation center in Vail. It's going to be another gorgeous day here in the valley for your Monday, March 18th. Temperatures significantly warmer than what we saw yesterday to start the morning off, starting off at 15 degrees at 8 a.m. That's the base of Vail, so a little bit cooler as you head up to higher elevations, but nothing too uncomfortable today. Getting as high as 30 by noon, topping off at 33 later on this afternoon. Potentially some cloud cover rolling in around 4 p.m. with that very slight chance of precipitation, but for the most part, very clear skies. As we take a look at the national map here, two things to note. This little low pressure system mixed in this high pressure ridge north of us, and then further to the west down in Southern California, little low pressure ridge building up some moisture. Now, we could potentially have a storm at the end of the week, but it doesn't have a big chance. That's because the jet stream's fairly hollow over Colorado right now. Now, if it shifts down south a bit, it's going to bring this low pressure ridge to us. If this starts a nice northeastern trajectory, it'll bring that moisture to us. But for the moment, we're just not quite sure where that's going to land. So that's what's giving us this 60% chance of precipitation on Friday. But for the next couple days, expect some more sunshine, potentially some clouds rolling in again on Thursday if that storm system is going to make its way to us, and then some snow on Friday and Saturday, but nothing quite too sure here in the forecast. Thanks to Boost Oxygen for sponsoring this weather, and coming up next, Maddie's going to continue chatting with Dan Smith from Vail Mountain Rescue.
Yo, check this out. Get up, you're embarrassing us.
Welcome to the block party.
That's cold. Mountain Dew Ice, the clear, refreshing lemon lime dew.
My name is Deb Duttmer, and I'm the manager of the Magic Bus preschool program. With the help of Vail Valley Foundation, the bus really brings the schools right to their neighborhood. You're setting the stage for the rest of their educational career. We provide a safe, fun environment for kids, their ability to learn, and their capacity for love. It's great. This is a great organization to be involved in.
All right, we're still sitting here with Dan Smith from Vail Mountain Rescue, and we were just talking about some of the cute stories that happen over the summertime. Dan, I think that you should share that one that we just talked about.
You know, we do all hazards. We do everything from crashed aircraft to lost hikers to people that get over-terrained in the winter and all sorts of things. We had one a few years ago in the summer where a family had gone for a family hike up to Lost Lake, which is way up above Homestake Reservoir. So it's pretty high, it's pretty far back. And they were hiking up to the lake, and the grandmother in the group got a little tired, sat down by the side of the trail, said, just pick me up on the way back, which is probably not something you should do. Someone should have stayed with her, but neither here nor there. What the family doesn't know, because they're not from here, is that there are 5 trails up there, and they were only on one of them. And when you come back down from Lost Lake, you can come back down on any of the 5 trails. They came back down on a different trail. They get to the bottom. You can't reach us. There's no communication, no cell phone or anything. Fortunately, this time they're doing dam construction, so the father in the group drove to the dam construction shack because it had a landline, called in. We sent out a bunch of guys. It gets dark. We send out another bunch of guys because we got to cover 5 trails. And immediately your thought is someone in their 80s who was tired. You've got all sorts of problems possible, so you really flood the place with manpower. And one team does find her sitting exactly where she was. She was waiting where she was supposed to wait, and get her some water and make, do a quick medical workup, and she was fine. But this is really dark. It's about 10, 11 o'clock at night, and no moon on that particular night. So you put a helmet on her walking down, and the helmet's got a headlamp on. She turns on the headlamp, looks up at one of my guys and says, "You're cute." Well, Attila the Hun would be cute at that hour of the night. Just a very nice family. And we run into, like on the mountain, 99% of our guests are perfectly wonderful people, and 1% should probably find someplace else to ski. It's picking the 1% that's always difficult. So we get some very cute stories. But we also have, we move into our world here. Mm-hmm. Our world is skiing and avalanches and swift water and hikers and cougars and bears and high altitude and all sorts of things. But our guests don't come from that world.
No, they forget that this is the wild.
Oh yeah, this is now you're in my world. And your world is Wall Street, or your world is Miami, or your world is Los Angeles, or wherever. And there are survival skills that you need in those places, and some of them transfer up here, but not very many. There's a whole new set of survival skills. You don't start a hike at 3 in the afternoon going to a pass or a ridge line. You just don't do this. Yes, it's light till 9 o'clock, but it rains about 4 or 5, and lightning comes down, and all sorts of evil things happen. We know this, our guests don't. So most of the problems that a large number of the problems we solve are problems from guests having an incorrect perception of this world. And the more we correct that perception before the incidents occur, the better off we are. So we put things like this and other educational efforts out there. But yet we still do our share of rescuing locals from really screwy situations they've gotten into. It's just the way it is. It gives you an interesting view of your fellow man. It truly does. For
sure.
And so we do that. But moving into Swiftwater, which is first Swiftwater training for us is tomorrow night. And there's still snow on the ground, and we're still talking about avalanche danger, and we're starting to train Swiftwater. Well, Swiftwater requires a lot of training. It's a perishable skill. Nobody's been in the water for 6 or 7 months, and you've lost part of that skill. Now you got to get it back.
Yeah.
So every season we have to recover the skills that we had 12 months previous, and it's just a constant training cycle. And last year we put in almost 12,000 man hours.
Wow.
About half in training of some nature and about half in missions.
Which is insane. We are unfortunately out of time, so next week we're going to be talking Swiftwater and avalanche danger again, especially because we have more snow on the way.
Oh yeah.
Stay tuned. Make sure that you tune in next week to see what's going on with Vail Mountain and Vail Mountain Rescue. Coming up next, we're going to take a look at that weather forecast with Ashley, so stay tuned.
This UV forecast is brought to you by Supergoop, the official sunscreen of Vail Resorts. Enjoy the day, but first, sunscreen.
Okay, what a beautiful sunrise we're experiencing. You can hear the lift starting to turn up here at Beaver Creek and getting all the employees to their destinations. Now, our UV forecast is going to be pretty high today, especially in the middle of the day, which is very typical. And, you know, no matter whether it's spring, summer, fall, winter, UVA rays are always present. And did you know that UV rays still they still penetrate the glass in your car and the glass in your office? So even if you're not going to be getting out on the mountain today, it's still a good idea to put that sunscreen on, and especially with as high as it's going to be getting, we always recommend at least an SPF 30 or above. And if you haven't tried Supergoop products, you can check them out at a lot of our local retailers here in the Vail Valley, and then of course online at supergoop.com, and there's a discount for your first order on there, so check them out. Coming up next, we have a closer look at what's happening with that local weather forecast.
Only the best. Lion's Head Jewelry Fossil and Mineral Gallery, voted top 50 designer jewelry retailer in the country by JCK in 2009, featuring the largest collection of fine, designer, traditional, and contemporary jewelry. Lion's Head Jewelers, the most unique collection of decorative art in the Vail Valley. Lion's Head Jewelers, museum-quality collection of fossils, minerals, and meteorites dated 40 to 500 million years old. Lion's Head Jewelers, located in Lion's Head on the corner of the ice skating rink.
Vail and Espanol magazine. Write your success story. 100 elegantly printed pages will show your product in a massive but personalized way to allow your business to grow in a preferred and exclusive brand. Advertise in Vail and Espanol magazine, a window to the world with a Latin taste.
This weather report is brought to you by TV8. Find us on Twitter at TV8 Vail, Instagram at TV8 Vail, Colorado, and Facebook.
Whew, Beaver Creek Village. You are a beautiful sight this morning as the sky is starting to turn that gorgeous little clear blue that we get in the morning. Some wisps of clouds moving over the mountaintop there. It's going to be another fabulous spring day here in the Vail Valley. Boy, do I ever love spring, and that's because as we're taking a look at the weather here, oh my gosh, look at how perfect it is. Starting off at 15 degrees at 8 a.m., getting as high as 30 by noon, and topping off at 33 later on this afternoon. Sunset should be right around 7:15-ish p.m. today. As we take a look at temperatures around the state of Colorado, sunshine quite prominent from Grand Junction all the way to Denver. 45 in Denver, 39 in Steamboat Springs, 45 in Telluride, and 59 in Grand Junction. Spring is fully here, everyone. And looking ahead into the 5-day forecast, we can expect another couple days of sunshine before some cloud cover rolls in on Thursday and potentially a storm system rolls in Friday and Saturday. Right now, so we've got a low pressure system above us and then one down in Southern California. And if one of those can make its way into our valley, we should see some additional snowfall this weekend. But for the next few days, it's going to be quite comfortable, sunny, and just a big celebration of the amazing powder that we had a few weeks ago. It was good stuff. And thanks to Inspirato for sponsoring this weather report. And coming up next, we've got more TV8's Good Morning Vail.
This is a live shot right now looking westbound from Vail Pass. So if you are getting out there, it looks like those roads do have a little bit of moisture on them. So maybe slow down this morning and give yourself a little more travel time. You can see that cars are making their way down to the mountains, though today it is going to be a great day to get out there and enjoy the slopes. We do want to talk about something happening on I-70 tomorrow. The I-70 corridor headed westbound at Silverthorne, exit 205, is going to be closed. They are doing some road maintenance over there. They are going to be fixing some potholes that have kind of occurred over the course of the winter. And we definitely know that here in the town of Avon, we need that kind of same construction happening on Highway 6. But they are doing it on I-70 tomorrow. They're doing it while they've got this good weather window. So make sure that if you are traveling along that I-70 corridor headed westbound tomorrow, you're doing it either first thing in the morning or later in the afternoon, because it is going to be taking place during the day. I want to say it kicks off at about 10 a.m. So make sure that you plan according to that, and you can always go to cotrip.org for more information on what's taking place on the roadways here in Colorado, whether it's on I-70 or Highway 6. If you do have to make it westbound up to the mountains, maybe from Silverthorne tomorrow, they are diverting traffic to Highway 6 for just a little bit, and then after that you can get back on I-70, but you will have to go over and around to get back on that I-70 corridor. These are some great tips or great places for you to get information on the roadways. 511 always works. Like I said, colorado.info will get you what you need, and then cotrip.org will always get you what you need, and they will get you a live look at the roadways. That's where we just got that image of I-70 traveling westbound. So make sure that you just plan according. All right, coming up next, we've got more Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
During your first Inspirato vacation, you'll notice that something is different. The beds are made. The dishes are done. You're not worried about what comes next because it's all been taken care of. The kids are getting along, and your spouse has never seen you so relaxed. Everyone truly important to you is gathered together under one roof, and each moment is a reminder you've arrived. Inspirato, luxury vacation homes and experiences.
We're inside the Coyote Cafe in beautiful Beaver Creek, Colorado. Jeff Forbes, the owner of this great establishment. It's been here for, we were talking off camera, probably, what, over 3 decades?
Oh yeah, it's been here, my brother started it in 1983. It was called Drinkwater Park. My brother and a few partners. And in '88, I came and changed the name, came over from Aspen, changed the name. And so this is our 30th year as Coyote Cafe.
How'd you come up with the name Coyote Cafe? What was it? Anything specific?
No, it was actually just driving over one time between here and Aspen, and I was talking to my girlfriend, and she's like, well, Coyote Cafe, that sounds good. We didn't even know about the one in Santa Fe at that point.
That's a fun story, true. And it's been here for, once again, decades, and really is, it's one of those places that when you're in Beaver Creek, or even in the Vail Valley, you have to come and check it out. And you get a lot of locals, a lot of visitors, and you pack this place up, it seems like, on a regular basis, right?
We do get pretty busy, absolutely. Some of our busiest times are World Cup. I don't know if you've ever been here for World Cup, but...
a lot. I love the World Cup.
We're kind of compared to, there's a bar at the Honeycomb called, I'm blanking on it.
The Honeycomb Bar.
The Honeycomb Bar. And we're kind of compared to that by the Europeans. We get a lot of Europeans in here during World Cup. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, that is so neat.
Yeah.
So probably for the World Championships, it must have been mayhem, huh?
It was mayhem, for sure. We also tent the outside area, which gives us a little bit more space if it's more people in.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. Good international crowd.
So obviously you guys have a great menu, a vast menu, some great, obviously fish tacos, a little bit of everything. Those coyote nachos are some of the world famous food you offer. And then you have a great selection of craft beers, draft beers, and also those fresh made margaritas.
You know, we mainly do either Southwestern food, or we also have the taqueria, which is really pretty traditional Mexican food. We also have burgers, a few sandwiches and salads to, you know, for the people who don't like Mexican food. As far as our craft beers, all of our craft beers are from Colorado. We go through a pretty long process in the fall of trying to pick out what we think are the best beers and put them on our menu. All our margaritas are fresh squeezed, lime juice, orange juice, agave nectar. We actually even go down to using bottled water for our water that we add to the mix instead of tap water.
Looking good, smelling good, so nice. Let's talk about, besides the food and the bar, you also have a great atmosphere. You got a lot of TVs, a lot of stuff happening here action-wise. Yeah.
You know, we do have 6 TVs if you're a sports fan, but we also have the big screen, which is a 14-foot diagonal. It's huge. We put ski movies on there, or, you know, if it's a really big game, sometimes we put games on. You know, Super Bowl will be showing, things like that. Yeah.
Okay, now I hear rumors about this Mug Club also. What is that all about?
Well, the Mug Club is kind of a deal for the locals, and they can buy a mug at the beginning of the season. Their first beer is free every day they come in.
Okay.
And,
that's great. I hear a lot of people that partake in it, and they are all locals for sure.
For the most part, we'll get a few tourists who get lucky enough to buy one.
And they might be people that, even though they're tourists, they might frequent coming to the Coyote Cafe when they're around Colorado.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's pretty interesting how many tourists or guests that we see that come back year after year after year, and it's pretty funny how many actually maybe lived here at one point and now they're married and they met here. I can't tell you how many people have met here that are married now. It's really funny.
That's such a good story. Now, your location, let's let people know where you are.
You know, right next to the main ticket office you can go from the mountain down 2 escalators, and we're on your right.
All right, Jeff, thanks for your time. Check out coyotecafe.net or also swing us at Jeff and the team at the Coyote Cafe.
This weather report is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. 3 villages, hundreds of brands, 1 great Rocky Mountain location.
You're looking at a live shot from Durham Mountain. That is at Keystone. The original name of Keystone Mountain was Keystone Mountain, but it became Durham Mountain in 2003 after Max Durham, one of the founders. Now also over there in Summit County, which is where Keystone is located, you'll find the outlets at Silverthorne. They're open from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. today, and it's gonna be a great day to get outside, do some shopping. They have that shopping area right along the Blue River, so it's absolutely beautiful. And today we're expecting partly cloudy skies and some pretty warm temperatures out there. Now we're gonna see more cloud cover than what we saw yesterday, and temperatures will be getting into the low 30s by about noon, 33 at 4 o'clock, and then by the time the sun sets tonight at 7:14, we'll be seeing those temperatures dropping into the 20s. Now, if you're coming up on the mountain today, it's also really pleasant. It was 16 degrees when I made my way up here at 7 a.m., and eventually we'll be seeing those temperatures mid-mountain in the 30s, so it's going to be a warm one out here. And then moving into our extended forecast, more sunshine on the way for tomorrow and for Wednesday when we officially celebrate the spring equinox at 3:58 p.m. on Wednesday. So the first full day of spring will be on Thursday, but overnight that night we're also going to be seeing a full moon. I don't know if anybody saw that moon this morning. It was absolutely amazing, but it's a full worm moon, and the reason why they call it a full worm moon is because this is the time of year when worms start to emerge. But head on over to the outlets at Silverthorne. Banana Republic has all women's dresses under $49 and all men's shirts under $29, and that ends on Wednesday. All right, coming up we have some really interesting information if you are looking for investment properties here in the Vail Valley.
Hi, I'm Dan Talene, owner of Carrots Jewelers in Vail Village. I've been a custom jeweler in Vail for more than 35 years. Here at Carrots, our passion is exclusive custom jewelry, and we take pride in our one-of-a-kind designs. Carrots is a working studio gallery of fine art jewelry, accented with selected paintings, sculpture, and ceramics. For more on our custom designs, call 476-4760 or visit our website at carrotsvail.com.
When freedom is threatened around the world, when floodwaters rise and wildfires rage, wherever the fight, whoever the enemy, when America needs her best, she sends a soldier. Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
Oh, it is beautiful out here at Midvale today. Lots of snow, bright blue skies, beautiful views, gourmet restaurants, and everything in between. Now, if you want to own a piece of this, if you want to be a part of the Vail Valley, it's well worth it, but it comes at a price. Now, joining us today, I've got Greg and Connie, and they are the owners of Vail Property Brokerage. They've been around Eagle County for more than 25 years. Eagle County's only buyer-broker company. Tell us all about what makes you different, Connie.
Well, we are vacation home investment advisors, and as you said, a buyer. We specialize in representing buyers at the moment. And what our goal is to help clients find properties that don't not only fit their lifestyle, but make financial sense.
Okay.
And that's a little bit trickier than you might think, given the prices here in Vail.
Greg, you call yourself a wealth intelligence team. What does that mean, and how do you differ from other realtors?
We're not in the advice and counsel business because we want to be Mark. It's because our clients care about money. And they're very astute. They've had very successful careers. And as a result, they understand diverted costs of capital. If they buy something in Vail, they're not in the stock market. And this is where we try and make the difference. We don't really talk about lifestyle that much. We're all about asset valuation. Connie and I are real estate financial analysts, and economists. We have a 40-year background with $1 billion of completed transactions, part of which were in corporate America on the West Coast, and a lot of it was here. So we understand our clients, we understand what they're worried about, and we try and produce data that speaks for itself.
Okay.
They don't have to they don't have to trust us. It's just, here are the facts. How do you want to proceed?
Okay, Connie?
We operate with our clients as fiduciaries, much like their accountant or their CPA or their attorney would. So we represent the client in all manners and of what they're looking for, and advise them as to if this is the right thing for them. They know that they love Vail. They know that they love skiing or the summer or whatever. It's our job to help them find a property that meets their financial goals as well, given our data and our analysis.
Okay. And we're very, very committed to our clients because they're investing their two most precious things, time and money. You can make more money, but time is what it is. So as a result, they want to be with friends and family, creating experiences and memories that last a lifetime.
A legacy asset.
And a legacy asset really seems to be what is important to our clients. So our best advice is don't look for houses. I know you're looking for a house.
Right.
Look for an agent, because if you find the right agent, he'll find you the right house. And that is my best advice. I know you're not looking for a broker, but believe me, you can't know what you don't know. So you have to find a guard dog.
Right.
And we are the bulldog of the guard dog team.
Okay. Now, Connie, the family gathering places, you want to have that for more than your lifetime. You want to have it for generations upon generations, right?
Absolutely. It's a legacy asset. And when you're placing your well and hard-earned monies, you want it somewhere where you're hopeful that your money's going to grow. And Vail has continued to be an appreciating asset for the entire time that we've been here. You can't say that of the stock market.
And we expect that to continue. We think portfolio diversification should come into play, and all we ask is for you to look around, then you decide what's best for you and the family.
I love it. Thanks for both of your time today. Good to see you. Give Greg and Connie a call or go to vailpropertybrokerage.com. An amazing wealth of information on that website, and it is beautiful out here. Come be a part of the Vail Valley today.
Ready to hit the slopes? Buying or renting the right gear can make or break your trip. Luckily, Outdoor Divas, the nation's first women-specific ski shop, is your expert in women's ski equipment. Our specialized staff has been making women and vacations happy since 2002 with comfortable fit solutions for every shape and size. Swing by our friendly ski boutique and let us outfit your vacation with the best gear, geared just for you.
I'm here with Tegan Davis from the Eagle Valley Library District. And Tegan, the library, there's so many incredible resources, and you brought one that's really great for the kids today.
Yes, I brought the Read It Again bags, and these bags are for checkout for library patrons. They're geared towards any caregiver, parent, babysitter who wants to have like story time in the bag. So there are 10 books within each bag, as well as music CDs, puppets, any type of activity, and a notebook that will tell parents, caregivers, or babysitters what they can do with this bag to provide a story time.
This is amazing. So this is available just ready to go for you to check out when you walk into the library. And you just have to have a library card?
You just have to have a library card, and there's different themes. So I brought 5 senses, but of course we have all sorts of different themes, and you would just come in and pick it up.
All right, check it out. The Eagle Valley Library District, an incredible resource.
Avon Liquor, putting you in the spirits.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts.
One of my favorite runs on Vail, that's Peppy's Face, headed down to the base. And what's so great about it, there's a nice deck at Los Amigos. You can get some margaritas and watch people try to conquer Pepe's Face. It's usually full of moguls and fairly icy. Really fun to go fast down, especially to end your day. Just test yourself. See if you can handle Pepe's Face today. That's what I say to do. And look at how amazing the weather is still. 2 days of sunshine before this, coming up on 2 additional ones later as well. 15 degrees at 8 a.m., getting as high as 30 by noon and topping off at 33 later on this afternoon when the clouds could potentially roll in and maybe bring a little bit of precipitation, but likely not. As you can see here, we've got a nice high pressure ridge hanging out over Colorado. There is a bit of a low pressure mix and a low pressure system to our north. Additionally, this low pressure system in Southern California could move our direction. So if we get a little shift in the jet stream, if either this northern one pulls south or the southern one gets a different bit of a swing to the northeast, that could bring us precipitation by this weekend. So that's represented 60% chance of precipitation on Friday and 45% on Saturday. So it's not quite 100% because the jet stream doesn't appear to be tracking that moisture to us. But before we get to that, let's take a couple more sunny days. And thanks to GMC for sponsoring this weather. And coming up next, Maddie's going to let us know what lens will be ideal for the day.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar, serving the Vail Valley for over 30 years. Eyepieces of Vail will help you see and be seen.
Maybe you're not one of those people that likes to change out your goggle lens based on the weather condition. Well, this is the goggle lens for you. This is the Oakley Flight Deck XM with the Prism torch lens in it. And the coolest part about that Prism lens technology is it covers a very broad spectrum of light in one goggle lens so that you don't really need to change your goggle lenses while you're out on the slopes. The reason that this works so well is because it starts with that rose-based tint color so that you can see when it is cloudy out. So later this afternoon, maybe you're getting some crazy afternoon, like right as the mountain's about to close, laps in. This is going to be a good goggle lens for that little bit of cloud coverage we are anticipating to see. But then if you're getting out there first thing this morning, it'll let you see perfectly in that sunshine as well. It is a dark enough lens to protect your eyes from those UV rays and dark enough so that you're not having a hard time seeing that contrast in the snow, especially with that sunshine being out like it's supposed to. This is a great goggle. It fits everyone's face so nicely. It's a nice frameless goggle, so that way you get a very, very nice depth of field on it, and you have some great peripheral vision, allowing you to be safe out on the mountain while keeping everyone else around you safe by giving you just that little extra vision that you need. We want to thank Eyepieces of Vail for bringing you this lens of the day. Stop by their goggle bar. It's right at the top of Bridge Street, right next to Los Amigos, which Eric was just talking about, and pick yourself up a pair. Coming up next, we've got more Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
Engel & Volkers is committed to providing the highest level of service to buyers and sellers in the Vail Valley. With decades of experience marketing Vail Valley properties, we are backed by a global company with over 800 offices and 10,000 agents worldwide. This extensive international network offers unparalleled national and international exposure for our most exclusive listings. To learn more, stop by our Vail Village or Beaver Creek offices and meet with one of our exceptional advisors.
Part of travel is the journey, and it's not only about where you're going, but how you get to your destination. With over 35 years of experience, Epic Mountain Express is the best way to begin your trip to the Rockies. Enjoy complimentary Wi-Fi and relax in the comfort of our shuttles and SUVs. With service out of Denver International and Eagle County Airport, trust our professional drivers to get you there in confidence and comfort. Start off your trip right with Epic Mountain Express.
First Chair is brought to you by Sun and Ski, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Oh, hey, good morning from Spruce Saddle. Just kicking it in one of the Adirondack chairs here. And coming up this Wednesday and also next Wednesday, there is going to be some live music here from 12 until 3 o'clock. So this Wednesday, it's kind of that celebration of the spring equinox that kicks off at 3:58 p.m. technically here in the mountains. And let me just tell you, first thing this morning, it is warm here mid-mountain. So this is 10,200 feet, and it started off around 16 degrees at the base when I came up at 7. It has definitely stayed pretty consistent with that here mid-mountain, and we're going to be seeing those temperatures in the 30s. Now, it's appropriate this is brought to you by Sun and Ski, because just look at my office right now. Do you see this? Oh my gosh, it's absolutely gorgeous, and that visibility is really looking good. You can see all the way over to Vail and to the Gore Range right now. And with these sunny conditions, you're gonna wanna head on over to Sun and Ski. They're located right in the heart of downtown Avon, and their deal of the week this week is on trail running shoes. So it's about to be that time. I mean, a lot of the bike path areas and sidewalks are completely clear of snow, so it could be a good time to get out there and maybe go for a run with your pooch on your lunch break, or maybe just while you have a little time off of the mountain, because that sunset isn't happening until 7:11 tonight. And you know, Eric, he's got quite the pooch. While we're talking about those furry friends, Minnie, oh man, she is just the most fluffy, softest dog I've ever pet in my entire life, and he's got some great tips about how to keep your pet safe in the winter.
Oh, thank you so much, Ashley. Minnie really appreciates that. And speaking of Minnie, there she is, hanging out before we went snowboarding, because I love to go split boarding and snowboarding and walking in the snow with my dog, Minnie. So I wanted to give you guys some tips on how to keep their paws nice and safe. Now, the first thing are these little rough wear booties that I've got here. So that's a great option for your dog if they can handle booties. Now, the problem with Minnie is that she's got very, very hairy paws and also doesn't necessarily love to get snow in them. So what I like to do is put some paw wax on Minnie's paws, and then you won't get this stuff in there. So let's take a look at these snowballs. That's no good. That's actually snowballs like in the middle of her paw, and they turn into big ice chunks, and she can't walk, and it definitely hurts her. And that's no fun. So you want to make sure you've either got little booties for your paws, or you're putting some paw wax on there. And if you are taking your dog in the backcountry, make sure you bring a little friend with you. This is Minnie's buddy Bonnie. These two love to split board together. They have a blast out there, and it makes, I'm going to go over this way for Minnie. It makes Minnie smile. She's ridiculous. She's awesome. Take care of your pets out in the winter, and make sure to get out there and have some fun. Now we're going to check in with Maddie with a look at the weather.
This weather report is brought to you by Supergoop, the official sunscreen of Vail Resorts. Enjoy the day, but first, sunscreen.
This is a live shot of Sun Valley first thing this morning, and it looks fabulous over there. It looks like they're seeing a beautiful sunrise first thing this morning, and that sun is only going to continue to make its way up. But for here in Vail, we are expecting to see those warmer temperatures, maybe starting a little bit cool first thing this morning, like Ashley was saying, into the teens. But as today continues, it is going to be nice and warm. 30 degrees around noon, 33 around 4 p.m. So a 15% chance between noon and 4 p.m. So hopefully we see just a little bit of a dusting of snow today. And then later into the evening, those temperatures will start to drop just a little bit. If you are traveling along the I-70 corridor, maybe headed eastbound down towards Denver, 51 degrees. Looks like they're going to see a little bit of cloud coverage down in Denver, 37 in Vail, 42 in Avon, and then 50 in Eagle. So both out to the east and to the west of us, those temperatures are going to be nice and warm. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, we've got 2 more days of sunshine in the forecast, and then on Thursday we are going to see a nice heavy cloud coverage kind of make its way in. But by Friday and Saturday, those temperatures are going to cool down enough that we will see some snowfall. So do your snow dance, put your spoons in the freezer, wear your pajamas inside out, anything you can do to bring in that last bit of precipitation before we start to see those really, really warm days for springtime. We want to thank Supergoop for bringing you this weather report this morning. Now coming up, hour number 2 of Good Morning Vail.
bit of a crunchy Monday morning here at Mid-Mountain at Beaver Creek. Good morning, I'm Ashley Prill, and I get to be your first chair host. You see, like, would you look at my office this morning? This is outrageous. It's so beautiful out here and also really nice and warm. And that just lends itself to feeling like it is officially spring here in the Rockies. And something that's really cool that happens each and every Monday right here at Beaver Creek at 6 o'clock is the complimentary ice skating that takes place on the Black Family Ice Arena, and that's just right in the heart of Beaver Creek Village. So at 6 o'clock tonight, head on down there and you're going to have some glow sticks and also some music. It's going to be a blast, and it's really fun for the entire family to experience, and they're only doing it 4 more times this season. It ends on April 8th, so this is your time to get out there and to enjoy that free ice skating. Again, that starts at 6 o'clock. Now before that starts, Beaver Creek Presents Extraordinaire Bloom is taking place from 3 until 6 o'clock right in the heart of Vail Village. And today it's all about fresh herbs and seasonings and flowers. So that'll really kind of up the ante when it comes to your taste buds. And then tomorrow night they have a ski-in movie screening taking place from 6 to 9. So that's the time to kind of cozy up and enjoy a feature film with your friends and family right there in the heart of Beaver Creek Village. So really great time to be here in the Rocky Mountains. And oh man, if you're watching us online and you just miss days like this, I mean, look at this. Maddie and Eric, tell the people how they can get all of the skiing and riding at, like, what is it, like 1 million mountains these days with the Epic Pass?
I think it's 10 billion, trillion, I don't know. There's too many mountains for me to count. I'm not a scientist.
Well, yeah, there's way too many. But something that's really, really cool is this Epic for Everyone. So Vail Resorts revolutionized the way buying a ski pass was 11 years ago, meaning you could buy one ski pass and have access to so many resorts.
It was an amazing. The season pass that covers multiple mountains. And now they're going to ensure that you can get the same discounted rate that season pass holders get without having to commit to a full season. So this is called the Epic for Everyone ticket. And it's just $106 a day, and you can book between 1 and 7 days, and you still get the benefits of the Epic Pass, which includes some Buddy Pass tickets, so you can get some tickets for your friends to get 50% off. And you can book this now, epicpass.com. Just go ahead and book that vacation for next year.
I mean, it's perfect. Who wouldn't want to do it? And not only is it going to give you all those benefits, but it's going to give you access to 17 of the resorts here in North America. So maybe you decide to come to Beaver Creek for 3 days. Maybe you want to take a couple days and go to the spa. You still have remaining days on your Epic Pass. They're not going to expire until the end of the season. So you can go really anywhere and keep skiing or riding.
Vail, you guys are killing it. I love it so much. Thanks, marketing guys. And we got a great Good Morning Vail coming up for you. We're going to have Claire Noble from Vail Symposium in the studio, as well as England Volkers showing off a really beautiful property. And Ashley's going to keep making us jealous with those gorgeous shots from the top of Beaver Creek.
Good Morning Vail is brought to you in part by Helly Hansen, alive since 1877, proud uniform partner of Vail Resorts.
Lion's Head Jewelers. A mainstay of Lion's Head Village for more than a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery is home to the largest selection of one-of-a-kind designer jewelry in the Vail Valley. Come see our breathtaking array of museum-quality fossils, meteorites, and collectible minerals. Explore Lion's Head Jewelers. Spend an afternoon with us. You'll come in as a customer and leave as a friend.
Vail Property Brokerage has been Eagle County's only buyer brokerage company for the last 20 years. Greg, what is it that sets you apart?
Well, we created buyer brokerage on the West Coast for corporate America, and we brought that expertise to Vail 25 years ago, and we approached the market completely different. It's a lifestyle-driven market, but it really is so expensive that people care about the money. So our platform is Vacation Home Investment Advisory.
Now, you refer to yourselves as the Wealth Intelligence Team. So what does that mean, and how are you set apart from other realtors?
Well, Connie and I are real estate financial analysts and economists. So we understand the capital markets, how Vail might fit in from a portfolio diversification perspective. And really, this asset class makes no financial sense unless you're making an investment.
Well, now it's time to get in touch with Greg and Connie and take advantage of their knowledge today.
Is Cooper outside?
I don't know. Cooper? Here, boy.
If your life isn't always practical, your carpet should be. You can relax with Lee's with our pet-friendly, stylish, and durable Lee's carpets. Backed by the industry's only 25-year no-exclusion stain warranty.
Don't worry. Carpet One's got this covered.
Oh.
Find your new Lee's carpet in stock now. We can install right away.
This resort report is brought to you by TV8. Find us on Twitter at TV8Vail, Instagram at TV8Vail Colorado, and Facebook.
There's only about a month left in this year's ski season, and what better time to get a little bit of a tune-up with an instructor going and just fine-tune your skills before heading into those summer months. And Vail offers a really unique program called their Early Access Tune-Ups. Every Sunday through Wednesday, you can actually get on mountain a half an hour before the general public and take a lap, a private lap, with a ski instructor. Now, you start off at 8 a.m. and you get about an hour with the ski instructor to take one run, and they're going to analyze your turns, analyze how your form is looking, and give you instant tips that you can practice for the rest of the ski season and then maybe visualize mentally throughout the summer. Make sure you come into next year real strong. So this is only $75 for a one run with an instructor before the mountain even opens. You can actually add 2 additional guests for $25 each. So it's a heck of a deal to just get that last little chance to get some tips to work on while you're going through the spring conditions here at the end of the year for this last month. So check that out Sunday through Wednesdays and book that one run lesson, part of the Early Access Tune-Up. And coming up next, Maddie's going to take a look at the weather.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Christie Sports Ski and Snowboard Shops in Vail Village, West Vail, Beaver Creek, and Avon.
It is nice and cool out here first thing this morning. I am not standing in the sun like Ashley has been all morning, so definitely feels a little bit chilly if you're standing in the shade, but it is going to warm up quite a bit, and we are expecting to see that sunshine throughout the first part of this morning. 15 degrees around 8 a.m., 30 degrees around noon. That's when we're going to see that 15% chance of precipitation. 15% chance continuing until 4 p.m. and then 33 degrees around 4 p.m. So those temperatures are definitely going to warm up a little bit and then start to cool down later this evening. If you are traveling along the I-70 corridor, maybe headed eastbound down towards Denver, 51 degrees and a little bit of cloud coverage down there, 37 in Vail, 42 in Avon, and then 50 in Eagle. It looks like we're going to see mostly sunny skies, maybe that high cloud coverage and that little bit of precipitation, like I said, later this afternoon. But then as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, we are expecting to see 2 more days of sunshine, these spring conditions really making their way into the month of March. 29 degrees tomorrow, 37 degrees on Wednesday. By Thursday, we are expecting to see that cloud coverage kind of roll in, and then by Friday and Saturday, we are expecting to see high chances of precipitation and those temperatures cooling down just a little bit. 32 on Friday, 33 on Saturday. A 60% chance of precipitation on Friday, and then a 45 on Saturday. So hopefully we see a little more powder days before the end of the season and before that spring skiing really gets underway. We want to thank Christie Sports for bringing you this weather report this morning. They've got 4 locations throughout the valley. Make sure that you stop by and see them. And speaking of Christie Sports, Ashley Pro, you got your snowboard there, and it looks like you are going to have the most perfect morning this morning.
First Chair is brought to you by Christie Sports Ski and Snowboard Shops in Vail Village, West Vail, Beaver Creek, and Avon.
Sure did, Maddie. I got my snowboard strapped on, and I got it over at the Avon Christie Sports earlier this season. Mr. Jason Noakes, love you so much. He helped me pick out this board. It's a Never Summer Infinity, so you guys can go and check it out. And right now, actually, it's a great time to go to Christie Sports because they are doing their deep winter sale, and that's up to 30% off 2019 gear. And ladies, I was doing some shopping online this morning, and they have a Helly Hansen jacket that's really similar to this one, but it's just lightly insulated. It's called called the Glory Jacket, and it's 20% off right now. They have really nice little powder blue color, hunter green. So check out those great deals at Christie Sports. But listen, it's spectacular this morning. It's nice and warm. The groomers are pristine, and it's moving pretty fast today. So let's check it out together, shall we?
Here at PSI, we've been serving the Valley's plumbing, heating, and drain cleaning needs for over 18 years. We are expert technicians with the knowledge and training to provide prompt and professional maintenance and repair. Our fleet of vehicles are equipped with the most advanced technology and tools available today. PSI is committed to providing the best possible service and guarantee our work. Call us anytime, day or night. PSI is here for you 24/7, 365. We look forward to hearing from you.
Part of travel is the journey, and it's not only about where you're going, but how you get to your destination. With over 35 years of experience, Epic Mountain Express is the best way to begin your trip to the Rockies. Enjoy complimentary Wi-Fi and relax in the comfort of our shuttles and SUVs. With service out of Denver International and Eagle County Airport, trust our professional drivers to get you there in confidence and comfort. Start off your trip right with Epic Mountain Express.
Welcome back to the show. I am here in the studio with Peggy Ziegler from the outlets at Silverthorne, and we are going to chat today about Pearl Izumi, which has an amazing discount for our TV8 viewers only. So let's hear about that.
That's right. This is a first. This is a first for us at the outlets at Silverthorne and for Pearl Izumi. So all TV8 viewers that watch this and go into the Pearl Izumi store at the outlets at Silverthorne will receive an extra 20% off their purchase just by saying, I saw this today or tomorrow, whenever you see this, on TV8.
Amazing. That is so great. An additional 20% on top of the already deep discounts.
That's right. And they have firsts, they have current season, they have samples.
Amazing.
I mean, so they're manufactured in Colorado. This is a huge break for us Coloradoans,
so cool.
And we want to share it with all of our visitors visiting Vail.
So fun. Well, so all right, let's see some of the clothes. Let's bring out the models.
Well, first we have our beautiful Rachel, and she has on what is really known as their lifestyle biker clothing, but it's for biking, hiking, as you know, just about every kind of sport. But what I love about this is she could actually bike to work if she wanted to in this outfit.
Oh, totally.
So she's got her Henley tee, her hoodie, she's got her amazing black capris, and her bike shoes. Her whole outfit with her discount would be like $381, head to toe. But for Pearl Izumi, amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that great?
Really a cute outfit.
It is
I love
neat.
that. And so versatile. Obviously you can wear it for biking, but for lots of things.
Oh my God, yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right, and what else have we got?
Well, Holly, she is really decked out, ready to go for a great ride. And
Oh,
she
she
looks
is ready.
super, doesn't she?
So good.
She's got her pink jersey on.
So cute.
Her,
I want that.
Fabulous tights on, which are amazing with the black and pink striping detail.
I love that.
She also has, she has her gloves, but they're in the other room. She doesn't need them right now. And she's got her Elite Ride bike shoes. Whole outfit would be $438, but it would come down to $329 with her savings of 20%.
Wow, that is incredible.
Isn't that great?
So great.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
we have not just stuff for girls.
No. So here we are again with guys. And again, that biking lifestyle look, which is so new for Pearl Izumi for this season. So he's got this great hoodie jacket, which he could wear in a multitude of ways. Isn't that great? He's got his khaki bike pants on, his gray tee on, and he's got his mountain bike shoes. Whole outfit would be $375 with that 20% discount.
Wow.
So he's looking great, Kristen. You look great.
That is so fun. Okay,
Yeah.
and so Pearl Izumi is one of the stores, one of the many stores
Oh,
at
yes.
the outlets at Silverthorne.
It's in the Blue Village. Just go there. Again, you must say you saw this spot on TV8.
All right.
With Molly and Peggy.
Yes.
Hi. And you're going to get 20% off.
Amazing. Okay, so great deals plus 20% off for Good Morning Vale and TV8 viewers only. Thank you so much for being here,
Thank
Peggy.
you. So fun.
So fun.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Inspirato. Experience the world's most exclusive vacation homes.
Whew. Gorgeous day, gorgeous morning here in Vail. That's a shot from Wildwood, looking down into Sundown Bowl, or just kind of the crest and ridge of Sundown Bowl. There's some fun trees up there. Windows Deck is just to the left of where that camera is. Windows Deck is one of the really cool decks to hang out on Vail. Well, check that out today. Things starting off around 15 degrees at 8 a.m., getting up to 30 by noon, topping off at 33 later on this afternoon. Potentially some cloud cover rolling in around noon, and maybe precipitation this afternoon, but honestly, I don't know. I doubt it. We do have a fairly dominant high pressure system sitting right on top of Colorado and the valley. A little bit of a low pressure mix that's going to bring those clouds in. And then further to the west of us and down south, there is that low pressure system kind of hanging out in Southern California. But as we track the jet stream here, there's just a big hollow pocket over Colorado as a result of that high pressure system that's sitting over us right now. But if this flows a little bit south, or if the jet stream tracks up to the northeast, we could definitely get some precipitation this Friday and Saturday. Right now, we're only sort of forecasting a 60 to 45% chance of that moisture getting to us. Maybe we'll get some snow. I would kind of like to see one more snow day, so keep those fingers crossed. But before we get there, we are going to have a couple more days of sunshine and gorgeous weather for Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday, those clouds will be rolling in, and then potentially Friday and Saturday, that storm system. Thanks to Inspirato for sponsoring this weather report. And coming up next, we've got more Good Morning Vail.
Only the best. Lion's Head Jewelry Fossil and Mineral Gallery, voted top 50 designer jewelry retailer in the country by JCK in 2009, featuring the largest collection of fine, designer, traditional, and contemporary jewelry. Lion's Head Jewelers, the most unique collection of decorative art in the Vail Valley. Lion's Head Jewelers, museum-quality collection of fossils, minerals, and meteorites dated 40 to 500 million years old. Lion's Head Jewelers, located in Lion's Head on the corner of the ice skating rink.
During your first Inspirato vacation, you'll notice that something is different. The beds are made. The dishes are done. You're not worried about what comes next because it's all been taken care of. The kids are getting along, and you're
your spouse has never seen you so relaxed. Everyone truly important to you is gathered together under one roof. And each moment is a reminder you've arrived. Inspirato, luxury vacation homes and experiences.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Hey, goodbye.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra.
We're for the fashion-forward and budget-minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
It is a great time of year to be out here and enjoy that spring skiing that we've got. But coming up to kick off our summer season is Blues, Brews, and Barbecues, and that takes place up in Beaver Creek. It's a multiple-day event, and there is some really fun activities. You can see that everyone out there loves everything that's happening May 24th through May 25th. May 26th is the official kickoff, so make sure that you get out there and you enjoy it. There's going to be all sorts of things happening. There's a craft beer festival with over 30 breweries from Colorado taking place, so make sure that you check that out. That's on May 25th, and it goes from 1 to 5 p.m. There's also so much good food, such great live music. Last year they brought in a Led Zeppelin cover band and it was phenomenal. So make sure that you check that out. Right now, if you do book your tickets, you will get up to 20% off. So that early bird special is such a great feature. And then if you go online and you book the rooms, you'll get some great lodging deals. Prices as low as $159 a night to be here for Blues, Brews, and Barbecues. There's a green egg competition, there's great food again, and so much more. So make sure that you book your trip now to be here for Blues, Brews, and Barbecues. It is, like I said, the kickoff to all of the fun summer events. All right, coming up next, we're going to take a look at the avalanche report and the avalanche danger that we see right now, and then how the snowfall that we have at the end of the week could potentially affect that.
For your avalanche report, well, they beat the New Jersey Devils 3-0 yesterday and remain in the playoff hunt. No. Wrong avalanche. We want to talk about outside avalanches, not hockey avalanches. And as a result of the recent sunshine that we've been having, it sort of compacted all the snow layers together through melting. And that's why the Colorado Avalanche Information Center has reduced the avalanche warning from extreme down to moderate. However, there's still a lot of things to consider before going out in the backcountry, and primarily that top layer of snow is going to be so heavy as a result of all the meltage and the extra moisture content. So the sun hasn't really fully melted all the layers together, which is why spring skiing is so safe on high elevation. So there's still a big heavy top layer on top of a weaker underlayer, what's known as a persistent slab, that you can trigger on steeper slopes, and it actually covers 100% of the aspects. So from northwest all the way over to southwest, there is that danger, and especially in cornices, as the cornices start absorbing more moisture, those have a very high potential of just falling naturally without any man-made activity on top of them. So don't ever cut below cornices right now. And let's just give it a couple more weeks and things are going to be in great shape for the backcountry. Now we get to give away some prizes. You've made it to our Watch and Win.
I think this might be the only way to make your Monday that much better, is starting off as a winner. And for our Watch and Win prize pack today, we are giving away a TV8 hat, also a TV8 buff. You can wear that in the winter and also in the summer. And then, of course, we're giving away a can of Boost Oxygen, which can help you with your sleep up here, altitude. Also, I know some of you were out celebrating St. Patrick's Day yesterday in fine form. So if you're having a hard time recovering this morning, Boost Oxygen can help you out with that. It can also just help out with your performance on a daily basis in the mountains. It actually was started with one of the co-founders of the company started using it as a triathlete when it kind of first got going. So anyway, lots of uses for that. But in order to win, you're going to have to answer my question. So here's the question to win our prize pack. So spring officially begins this week, but what day does the spring equinox officially begin on? It's a little bit of a trick question because one day is the first full day of spring. Another day is when the spring equinox actually begins at 3:58 p.m. What day is the spring equinox beginning this week? Give us a call, 970-754-8888, and you can walk away with our Watch and Win prize pack. So keep on calling. Coming up next, we're going to have a look at that local weather forecast. Eric will let you know when that first full day of spring begins and also when that spring equinox officially kicks off.
Since I've started skiing, I barely knew how to put on 2 skis, and now I've really progressed and I'm able to ski nearly everything on the mountain. There's always something out there that you could learn. Tricks in the terrain park, how to ski moguls better. I learned stuff that's fun and stuff that I can do with my friends.
I didn't expect the program to be this rewarding for somebody who's been a skier for so many years. It has made it so much more fun. Anybody could benefit from the ski program.
When you're here in Colorado, you are at altitude and maybe feeling these signs of altitude sickness. You may feel better by giving yourself a boost. Be prepared for those negative effects of altitude with lightweight and portable bottles of Boost Oxygen. Available in 3 sizes. Even choose from our aromatherapy options. It's easy to have with you anywhere, even at the summit. We're available at retailers, hotels, and resorts, including these. Post up and tag us. We'll share your adventures. Enjoy your time in the Rocky Mountain region. Give yourself a boost.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Beaver Creek Presents Extraordinaire Afternoons of Wonder in Beaver Creek Village.
Whew, what a morning. Look at how bright that sun is. That's at Spruce Saddle at Beaver Creek. That's where Ashley Prill, our first chair reporter, was hanging out for most of the show today before she was able to start snowboarding for us, showing us those great groomers. Boy, what a morning and what a day we are going to have here in the mountains as we're looking at that hourly forecast for your Monday. Starting off at 15 degrees and so sunny at 8 a.m., climbing to 30 by noon, topping off at 33 around 4 p.m. Little potential, 15%, little potential for moisture rolling in this evening, but likely not. Just some clouds coming in this afternoon. And looking at the rest of Colorado, things are looking just as pretty. 45 and sunny down in Denver, 39 in Steamboat Springs, 45 in Telluride, and 59 further west in Grand Junction. Fairly dominant sun throughout the entirety of the state of Colorado. And looking ahead into the next 5 days, that sunshiny trend is going to continue on Tuesday and Wednesday. Get some cloud cover rolling in on Thursday, and then on Friday, that is when that storm system is expected to occur. And as we were listening to Ashley talk about the equinox on the first day of spring, Thursday is the first official 24 hours of spring, and the equinox is on Wednesday, the 20th. So congratulations to the Watch and Win winner who got that one right. And thanks to Beaver Creek Extraordinaire for sponsoring this weather. And coming up, we're going to check in with Ashley Prill live on Beaver Creek.
First Chair is brought to you by Vail Property Brokerage, Eagle County's only vacation home investment advisory company.
All right, thank you so much, Eric. And you know, the groomers, whoo, they are so good here at Beaver Creek this morning, and they are riding really fast. So just beware that is definitely, it's going to be a speedy morning for you. Now behind me, over my shoulder here, we have Allie's Cabin. And this is a place where typically it's only reserved for very exclusive events. And one of those is coming up this Thursday night. They're having a wine dinner, a farniente wine dinner that's taking place. And you get there by open air sleigh ride. And then they top it off with fireworks. So if you are looking for one of the most incredible ways to experience the evening here at Beaver Creek, check that out. You can log on to beavercreek.com. Allie's Cabin is what you are looking for. But Beaver Creek is 100% open today. The sun is shining. It is warm out here. It feels really nice. So you definitely don't have to worry about a whole lot of layers. And you also don't really have to worry about putting some fast wax on your skis or snowboard, because the groomers are going to be doing that for you. So speaking of that, let's keep experiencing it together. What a spectacular day to be here at Beaver Creek. Woo!
Coyote Cafe is a Beaver Creek staple for its vibrant atmosphere, killer Mexican cuisine, including our new taqueria menu, and inventive scratch-made cocktails, craft beers, and signature margaritas. Catch live music on the patio, snag great après specials, watch the game on our big screen, or join the Mug Club. And make the Yodi, as the locals like to call it, your next stop for lunch and dinner. Open 7 days a week.
Nest Furnishings and Consignment, located in the heart of the Vail Valley. Nest offers a variety of beautiful, affordably priced home furnishings, art, and accessories for your mountain home. Henredon, Restoration Hardware, Ralph Lauren, just to name a few brands available at Nest. Decorate your mountain home at Nest Furnishings and Consignment. Consignment redefined.
Yo, check this out. Get up, you're embarrassing us.
Welcome to the block party.
That's cold. Mountain Dew Ice, the clear, refreshing lemon lime dew.
Here in the Vail Valley, there's always a million ways to stimulate your body, but a great way to stimulate your mind is going to some of the fun programs that the Vail Symposium puts on. And we've got Claire Noble from the Vail Symposium here herself this morning. Claire, thank you so much for meeting us this morning.
Thanks for having me on the program, Maddie. We're kind of coming to the end of our winter season at the Vail Symposium. We have 4 more programs left and about 1 a week. And it really shows how diverse our programming is, because every single one of these programs is really different. And we're really honored about the program this week because we're partnering with the Vail Veterans Program. And they are celebrating 15 years here in the Valley serving veterans. And so this is really a program to honor that service to our community, but also honor the alumni who've gone through the program. So they're bringing back 3 of their alumni to talk to our community.
Which is so cool, because you guys always put on such a great program, and then you always allow time for people to ask questions that they come up with throughout the program. And this program in particular really shows how the Vail Valley and how the Vail community comes together and acts as just one big support system for one another.
That's a great point, because a lot of our upcoming programs are really done in partnership with some other organizations. And we're really lucky because we also have Pete Thompson, who I know has been on your program, good friend of mine, teaches at CMC. He's also a member of the VFW Post, has been a post commander in the past. He's going to be the moderator. So here's a guy who's a Vietnam veteran, captain in the Army, and he's going to interview these other veterans and really find more out about their really unique experiences, because all of these people were really successful people, and then they were severely injured in Iraq and Afghanistan, and they've gone on to be even more successful. So what I'm curious about this Thursday night is, where did they find that strength? And I hope Pete gets to that when he's questioning them.
Well, as I was reading over, it sounds so enticing, just what they use as their healing steps through the whole process, and really how the Vail Veterans Fund changed their lives for the better.
It really does. They bring out the wounded veterans as well as their family and caregivers. So it's really a time for the veteran, but also for their family to really reconnect after something that's really going to start to change the trajectory of their lives. But like I said, they've gone on to do amazing things, write books, start companies. Greg Gatson has starred in some movies as well. And I'm wondering if, prior to his military service, if he ever imagined himself going off to Hollywood and starring in movies.
So this one is this week.
Yes.
On Thursday, the 21st, yes, at Hotel Talise, which something that we always like to touch base on is you guys do general admission tickets. So yes, it's first come, first serve for seating. It is.
And we're going to be at the Zermatt Ballroom. So as you're looking at the Hotel Talise, it's the ballroom on the right. Beautiful, large room. We're hoping a lot of the community comes out to support this program and to support our veterans.
Well, not only community members can come out to this program, visitors can come to this program as well, and then really see how involved with one another the Vail community is.
Really, the civic involvement in Vail and this entire valley is really special. And in addition to everything else that's special about our valley, I'd love for our visitors to see that as well.
Me too, because I think that it will pull on their heartstrings and then make them fall in love with this valley just a little bit more. Where can people buy tickets?
VailSymposium.org, or they can buy them at the door, but they are less expensive if you buy them in advance.
Claire, thank you so much for coming in this morning. Make sure that you check out the program coming up this week and then the programs coming up in the following weeks. Like I said, it's always something to stimulate your brain and kind of get you thinking about things in a different light. Coming up next, we're going to take a look at that full weather forecast with Eric, so stay tuned.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts.
These gorgeous views just never get old. That's a shot from Beaver Creek Patrol Headquarters, looking out over to the north there where Wild Ridge neighborhood is. Our studio is kind of right below that beautiful mountain. God, it's going to be another amazing sunny day today. You can kind of see some wisps of clouds moving their way through the skies. And that's kind of what we're expecting for the day. Temperatures pretty warm today, starting off at 15 degrees at 8 a.m. And we should get some cloud wisps moving in and out of the sky until noon. By 4 p.m. the clouds could dominate the sky and take over that sunshine, but temperatures will be climbing all the way up to 33 degrees by 4 p.m. That 15% chance of precipitation. Maybe some storming, but probably not. As we're looking at the radar map here, the precipitation map, you can kind of see a tail edge of a system building in Colorado, but for the most part that's going to stay to the north of us, keep us pretty dry here in the Vail area. And looking ahead to the next 5 days, 2 more days of prominent sunshine for Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday brings a little bit of cloud cover, and then Friday and Saturday the small potential for some precipitation. It all depends on where the jet stream brings this low pressure ridge that's down in Southern California right now. If that sweeps up to our direction, then we will definitely be getting snow this weekend, but it's just not quite 100% yet. And thanks to GMC for sponsoring this weather, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts. And coming up next, we're going to take another ride down Beaver Creek with Ashley.
First Chair is brought to you by Christie Sports Ski and Snowboard Shops in Vail Village, West Vail, Beaver Creek, and Avon.
Well, I'm going to ride down in just a minute, but right now I'm taking you Strawberry Park Express lift up. And you know, this lift was not a part of the original blueprint for the opening season in 1980 and 81. It opened the next season in 1982. And you know, something that's really special about this area is that over my shoulder, I'm not going to show you where exactly, but our very own third week president of the United States, Gerald Ford, he was one of the very first homeowners here at Beaver Creek. He and his 4 friends, they got together, they got the same architect, they built their homes in the same cul-de-sac, and they were a really big part of why Beaver Creek really is what it is today. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys the views. I mean, how gorgeous is this? You can see Grouse Mountain from this lift, and just a beautiful start to our day. And a little secret to Beaver Creek and for any mountain that you're going to get out on this spring is you want to follow the sunshine. And as you can see here, that this entire area of the mountain is lit up first thing in the morning, so it's going to be a little bit softer for you. Now, I got to tell you that the groomers are really in great shape, and they're definitely not too hard packed, but they are fast. So if you want to have a little bit more of an easy time, make sure you're seeking out the sunshine first, and the Strawberry Park Express lift is one area where you can definitely do that here at Beaver Creek. All right, it's all brought to you by Kersey Sports. You know, if you book online, you save 20%, and kids 12 and under ski for free with an adult rental of 4 days. So definitely hop online, kerseysports.com. Coming up next, we are talking about real estate in the studio.
Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. Hey, goodbye.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra.
The most discerning travelers trust Inspirato with their vacations. And the savviest property owners trust Inspirato with their homes. When you own a beautiful property, it should be cared for by professionals and maintained by a team committed to turning an idle residence into a lucrative investment. Because the most stunning vacation homes aren't just rented, they're a carefully crafted experience. Managed, staffed, and unlocked by Inspirato.
Welcome to Boone's Wine and Spirits, where we're buying big, selling low, and having fun. This store offers the largest selection of beer, wine, and spirits. Alongside 42 cooler doors, this wide array of choices is accompanied by a knowledgeable staff and 5 in-house sommeliers. You are sure to find something that you cannot live without, or something you just have to try. Come on by, say hello, we hope to see you soon.
The Extraordinary is ski school at Beaver Creek. It's a learning environment tailored to your child's every need. It's a guarantee that by the 3rd day, children 5 to 6 will be skiing Hay Meadow Park, and students 7 and older will graduate to Red Buffalo Park, our mountaintop dedicated learning area. The Extraordinary is passing your love of skiing onto your children. Belong in the Extraordinary. Book online for guaranteed best pricing.
Good Morning Vail is brought to you in part by Helly Hansen, alive since 1877, proud uniform partner of Vail Resorts.
Oh, if you've been enjoying the recent snow we've had, you've probably fallen in love with the Vail Valley, and that's why it's time to find the best real estate agent in the business. That's why I've got Steve Stavisky from the best real estate agency in the business, Engel & Volkers. Welcome, Steve.
Thanks. Glad to be here, as always.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to get you on.
Thanks.
So tell us a little bit, just starting off with, about Engel & Volkers.
Yeah. So we've been around now here in Vail for 3 years, and now we've expanded a little bit to Beaver Creek. Engel & Volkers started in 1977 in Germany and really has kind of taken off from there. It's the #1 recognized brand in Europe, and it is soon becoming that well known here in North America as well. A lot of shops in Canada, in, of course, the United States, in the islands and in Mexico, and so it's really kind of fun to be a part of that brand. And even just in the last month, England Folkers has opened up in a couple different areas in Massachusetts, in Boston on the North Shore and the South Shore, in Indianapolis, in Chicago. It really is what the owners like to say is we are in places where people want to be. And the good part about that for sellers out here or even buyers is people in those areas, and also it's our feeder markets. So the England Folkers has shops in Texas, in Dallas, in California, in New York, and in Florida, all these great areas where people come to Vail as second homes or even if they're relocating. So it's really kind of exciting to be part of that. So, yeah.
Yeah, it gives your buyers a lot more market knowledge than they'll get with most agencies, just across the globe.
Yep, and it gives sellers more exposure.
Yeah,
global exposure. We can hang, my listing that we'll talk about here in just a minute is hanging in the windows of other shops around the United States. So it's kind of cool to see that.
Yeah, and when you're selling a house, there's nothing more important than ensuring it does get exposed to the largest market possible.
Of course, the most eyes on a home, the better. And so many people all the buyers are savvy. They're looking on the internet. They're seeing homes. They have an idea of what they want and where they want to be before they even talk to an advisor. And so because we have that ability to be out there, and out there on the web in numerous places, it makes it pretty nice to be able to work with one of us.
Yeah, and speaking of a property that somebody's going to want to check out,
yes.
Holy cow, this one is amazing.
Yes.
In Red Sky Ranch, so just a little bit west of us here.
That's right. So really, Red Sky Ranch is about 25 minutes from Vail. The house is gorgeous. It's a golf course community, so there's 2 award-winning golf courses in Red Sky and unbelievable amenities in there as far as swimming pool, the tennis courts, the workout facility, the restaurants. There's 2 clubhouses, and it's just such a beautiful house. This home is a 10,000 square foot home. You wouldn't know it when you look at the front of it. It's solar powered. It's got geothermal energy. It's built with Montana log. A lot of stone. There's a lot of stone in the house. It's gorgeous. A lot of inside out living. You can see that actually goes out to the deck.
Yeah, big windows too.
Yeah, nice big windows. The deck has views to Game Creek Bowl, so you can take out your binoculars, your telescope, and see how the conditions are in the morning.
Looks like powder down there. Yeah.
I know, and what I've told some other people too is the nice thing about this home, so this home is listed at just under $4.4 million, and it's 10,000 square feet. This same home, if it was in Bachelor Gulch, would be $11–12 million. And so to just be 20 minutes west and to save $6 million, $7 million on a home is a pretty good value. Now, you're not ski in, ski out, but is the ski in, ski out worth $6 million? Maybe to some, maybe it's not to others.
You gain some privacy, you also gain some private amenities, and it's golf in, golf out. So depending on what season you're really...
That's right.
Yeah.
And you're only, again, not a long drive to get to the skiing. So this home is really comfortable, really big, doesn't feel like 10,000 square feet because the spaces are large. And so it just doesn't feel like you're going from room to room to room because it just has a great floor plan, really nice kitchen. There's 8 fireplaces in this, 2 outdoor fireplaces. I mean, it's just a gorgeous
amazing shot of that sunset.
Yeah, and behind, you can see behind there's actually open space behind the home. It's an elk migration trail behind the home, and so there's nothing going to be built behind. I mean, really, once you're in that neighborhood, what you see is what you get, and really, there's no impact from other neighbors in the house. It's beautiful.
Well, it looks
worth
absolutely
seeing.
gorgeous. Yeah. And real quick here, what's the best way for someone to contact you if they want to see the house?
Yeah, probably my mobile number is the best. That'll hop up. There it is, right there. So that's pretty much the best way. You can also pop onto our website. Just Google England Folkers, and it's pretty easy to find. So.
Well, thank you very much for coming on, Steve, debuting that amazing property. Get in touch with Steve if you want to live out in Red Sky Ranch. It's a gorgeous area just west of Vail. And coming up next, we're going to take another look at the weather.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Oakley, the official eyewear, goggle, and helmet sponsor of Vail Resorts.
This is a beautiful shot right at Gondola 1 first thing this morning, and you can see Pepe's face right behind as Eric was talking earlier. This is one of his favorite spots on the mountain. Nice and covered in some little moguls this morning, so maybe if you're looking for a challenge, today's the day to get out there and conquer Pepe's face. We are expecting to see sunshine today, but then as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, 2 more days of beautiful sunshine, and then on Thursday, that's when we're going to see that cloud coverage kind of roll in before we see this big, huge storm front that hopefully hopefully brings us some nice powder days. 60% chance of precipitation on Friday, 45 on Saturday. Those temperatures are going to be cool enough that if we do see that precipitation, it will be snowfall. We want to thank Oakley for bringing you this weather report this morning. Now we're going to go check in with Ashley, who's live on Beaver Creek Mountain.
In 1969, engineers put a man on the moon. With technology less powerful than any smartphone, I became an engineer because of them. Now I'm at Verizon building a powerful 5G experience for America. We call it 5G Ultra Wideband. When I think of where people might go with it, I think of them.
Roger, understand. Go for landing.
Avon Liquor, putting you in the spirits.
49 degrees, 365 days a year. This is the wine cellar at Beaver Liquors. I've got David Courtney, the owner. Thanks for taking us downstairs today and showing us this amazing space. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so this space is actually 15 feet underground, and it's about 3,000 square feet. So when we're pumping, we have 1,700 different wines, but typically between 1,300 and 1,500 from everywhere that you can imagine. So the nice thing about this being underground is it stays temperate. So like you just said, hey, we're right now when we're filming this, we're at the end of January, beginning of February. It's about 49 or 50, but it never goes above 56 or 57 down here, which is extremely important for fine wines.
And you did say that what kills that wine is that dramatic heat to cold to heat to cold, but if you can keep it constant, it's going to make the wine last that much longer.
Yeah, the fluctuation is the wine killer. Long ago, when I first came to the store, we actually challenged people to buy wine from my store and buy wine from another store, and I guaranteed my wine tasted better just because of the way we stored it.
Wow. So your selection down here, you had mentioned earlier on in the interview on a busy time, about 1,700 different offerings. From all over the world, is that what we're looking at? Do you have a focus? Like, what's hot right now for wine?
So what's hot right now, there's a few categories. So Portugal right now, believe it or not, is what I've been saying is the Malbec of 15 years ago. So Portuguese red still wines, everybody thinks of port and sweet. These wines are not like that. Okay. You can get a $12 bottle of Portuguese wine that kills it. And then, so right now we're looking at the 2016 vintage in the Rhone, so Châteauneuf-du-Pape and Côte d'Arones, those are a little bit on the higher end, but that's what's pumping right now, Mark.
I love it. David, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
You might want to make it down here to the wine cellar at Beaver Liquors in Avon, or check out their website, beaverliquors.com. We'll be right back.
First Chair is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, keeping you active.
Thank you so much to Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery for just supporting my efforts this morning and the fact that this is my office today, this is crazy. Now I just wanted to show you something. So of course we have beautiful sunshine. Look at those groomers, they're pristine. And right underneath the Strawberry Park Express lift, this is President Ford's run. Now this part is a blue run, but it starts off up top as a black diamond. And the reason why President Ford's name is all over Beaver Creek Resort is because he was a huge part in bringing the resort to fruition, really. And I don't know if you know this, but you know, for a lot of us, President Ford was president before we maybe were alive and kicking, and he is the first and only unelected president to ever have the presidency. Also, he was not elected by the public to the vice presidency either. There was a tax scandal with his predecessor, so he moved right into the vice presidency because he was voted on by his peers to do that. And then when the Nixon Watergate scandal took place, President Ford stepped up into that position, and so he was president from 1974 to 1977. So he actually came here as part of Beaver Creek after he was actually the president. The resort opened in 1980, and he and his wife have done so much for this area, for making it what it is. So if you have a chance today, come on out, ski or ride President Ford's. It's a great time. I took Bitterroot to get here, so I was on the groomers the whole time, and man, that sunshine warming things up really nicely. So it's definitely a good time to take some turns. And again, thank you so much to Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery.
Hi, I'm Chappie with Beaver Creek Ski Patrol, here to talk to you about sunscreen. Sunscreen is so important up here in the mountains due to the elevation and the snow around us. The snow acts as a big reflector on us. So remember, don't fry, reapply, and enjoy your day on the mountain.
Vail's most talented architects, builders, and interior design firms are creating some of the most spectacular homes in America. And our cameras will take you inside these homes and introduce you to Vail's most respected real estate companies specializing in high-end properties. Watch the Vail Home Show each day right here on Vail's TV8 or online. And remember, you can catch this show on the web anytime at vailhomeshow.com.
You get up in the morning, you go on air with Good Morning Vail, you tell them what you got. I can give you a specific example of taking my own personal skis and the enthusiasm that led to the conversation. I sold 4 pairs of those skis in one day. I can tell you that TV8 works. All you have to do is try it. You'll see instant results.
Woo! Well, that was a heck of a show. It's going to be a great day to get out there and enjoy the ski slopes. Maddie, what are you thinking? You out there?
Yeah, except for I'm not going to forget to put my sunscreen on today.
No tank tops.
No tank tops. No, make sure that you stop and reapply, only because you will get sunburned. That UV index at a high of 7 today, so make sure that you're reapplying your sunscreen pretty frequently.
And thanks to Claire Noble from Vail Symposium for stopping by. Definitely going to be an interesting event going on this week. Steve Stavisky from Engel and Volkers. Check out that property in Red Sky Ranch if you're interested in living right off a golf course. And then Dan Smith from Vail Mountain Rescue. Stay safe in the backcountry.
Well, stay safe everywhere that you go, but especially the backcountry right now.
Yeah.
We've got another great show in store for you tomorrow. We've got some fabulous people coming by at the studio. One of the greatest humans of all time, Lance Fry, is going to be stopping by from Betteridge Jewelers. Maybe you're in the market to buy some new jewelry.
He's always got some good stuff. It's impressive. We'll also have Walking Mountain Science Center, the Vail Public Library, and Avon Liquor. Maybe you need a little cleanse after St. Patrick's Day. They've got good cleansing liquor there. Now we're going to cue things out with Ashley taking a few laps.
Hey, I'm Michaela Schifrin with the U.S. Ski Team, and you're watching TV8.
Welcome to the Vail Home Show and another beautiful season here in Colorado. Hello, I'm Katie LaSalle, and for the next 30 minutes, our cameras will take you inside some of the most spectacular homes in the Vail Valley. Here, the country's most talented architects, builders, and interior designers work together to create these incredible mountain retreats. In addition to touring homes, this program